Thank you, Christina. It is Medical Monday today, and we're talking about summer safety as we get into the warmer months. This morning, we welcome Dr. Danelle Stable, Clinic Director with Hurley Children's Clinic. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks
Glad to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Let's talk about all things safety when it comes to summertime. A lot of people ready to hit the water in the Great Lakes state. So let's talk about what we should keep in mind when it comes to water safety in younger people or really anyone.
Yeah, so it's really important for everybody to learn how to swim, wear life jackets. Those are the two main things that we can do to really prevent water-related injuries and drowning. And so it's really important to, for families to think about those for adults and for kids, although I'm mostly here to talk about kids.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you even brought a little life jacket today.
I did bring a life jacket. This is my daughter's.
Yeah, safety first.
And it's, I also want to give a shout out to the parents of kids with autism and kids that maybe are runners and some of that. Like, it's really important to teach kids to respect the water and maybe stay away from it if they don't have supervision.
Well, and you mentioned supervision. How important is that to always be keeping eyes on little ones? So
important. And especially, older patients, older kids, we want them to have a buddy when they're swimming. And for little ones, they always need a grown-up when they're around.
Yeah, and swimming lessons are probably a good idea. Let's talk about sun protection too. Having long exposure out in the sun, what do you need there?
Yeah, so we want everybody to wear sunscreen, high SPF, 30 to 50. Whatever your kid will wear is the best thing that you should use. And I love now that it comes in all sorts of forms. They've got sticks and sprays and all sorts of things to make it easier for families to use.
In rash guards too, hats?
Oh, rash guards are great. Anything that's gonna protect, like clothing-wise as well.
Wonderful. And then let's talk about people out bicycling as well. What do we need to keep in mind when it comes to road safety?
Helmets are the most important thing for road safety. So we want everybody to wear a helmet when they ride. I get a little bit nervous when I see kids out riding their bikes without their helmets on. I have to remind my husband too. But we want to also make sure that everybody follows the rules of the road and is mindful of vehicles around them.
And then another thing folks may not think about, food safety. Talk about that.
Yeah, so I don't think a lot of people would, throw that on their list for summer safety, but I think of like picnics and hot dogs and grapes and things that these like small round foods that can be choking hazards. And a lot of times adults at a barbecue are talking to their friends, kids are at the table grabbing food. And so we want to make sure, it's out of reach of kids or they have supervision. Maybe grown-ups do a handoff. Hey, I've got, so-and-so over here eating food. Really important there too. Also, 4th of July will be here for, a lot of people looking forward to that. Let's talk about staying safe around fireworks. Yeah,
they're explosives.
They are. I know. They're really fun to watch, and kids probably shouldn't be playing with them. Yeah. The little ones especially need tons of supervision or just to watch from afar. And even sometimes teenagers, I think, kind of get interested. It's fire. It looks interesting, but making sure that everybody's, setting up safely and watching from far away. Yeah,
we saw the video of the sparklers there too. Always a good idea to have a bucket of water nearby, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then finally, just doing what you do, why is it so important to you just to keep kids safe?
Well, a lot of people don't realize that injuries are maybe one of the most, the things that affect kids the most. So kids are young, they're healthy, but they get injured. And so talking about summer safety, we talk about ways to prevent injuries and kind of keep kids keep them safe, keep them healthy.
Take those extra steps.
Yeah.
Good information to keep in mind as we do get into the warmer months. Our thanks to you this morning, Dr. Danelle Stable, Clinic Director there at Hurley Children's. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.